It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see the Cowboys' speedy running back. He's a newly minted 2,000-yard rusher with a shot at surpassing the single-season record. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again, that type of a game. But maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football? On the 33, here's second down and 7.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bynum. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8.
I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Take the field each and every week. That's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game.
2 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad.
For the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. We got to like what you're seeing from.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard to 43. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Bynum, and he's dropped right at the 40.
Good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
How about him last week? Week 16. NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it, because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of...
Here we go! What I said!
On 1st down, Bynum. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack, and that'll bring up 3rd.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10+.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done.
And their running back getting set for this next possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the... Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down from just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Bynum, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it.
And we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Yeah, here we go. Wait.
They'll run on first down. Bynum, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. And we've hit the 2-minute mark. It's an analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over. Throwing. Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. 2 yards on the pickup.
Not much run after the catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. Here's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, instead in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time. So their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line got into the backfield and held him to no gain.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bynum, and he's brought down at the 34.
Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you dance how to get open in key situations.
On first down, Bynum. And he can only manage to get a couple.
And then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Go, get out there.
Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
There we go.
Back to throw here. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see. This is their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that.
Yeah! There we go! Right 26.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
There we go! Right 6. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense is all roped in on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Yeah, there we go! Right 6. 26.
On 3rd down, Bynum. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the...
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen
moment in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, there we go! Right 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there.
Stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll go really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end.
Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Now a 2nd and 2.
There we go. 26.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bynum and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. Come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
26.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And that is going to do it, folks. A number of runners have come close, but with that last run, he'll single season. And the celebrations will begin, and he deserves them as he cements his place.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cowboys extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And that
one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
we got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout.
Yeah, here we go.
Up the middle they go.
Bynum. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
Racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just... So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.